On December 31st, 2011, an Australian tourist experienced what has to be one of the most terrifying bungee jumps ever caught on camera. 22-year-old Erin Langworthy was traveling through Zambia, and like thousands of thrill-seekers every year, she decided to leap from the Victoria Falls Bridge, a 111-meter drop over the Zambezi River, right next to the largest waterfall in the world. At first, everything seems to be going to plan. Erin takes the leap, plunging toward the rushing water below. But then, disaster strikes.
Ragdoll. Oh! What? What? What?
She's in water. Oh my god. Oh my. Go! Ellen!
Hey.
We don't worry about our friend.
Her feet is... Oh my god, who's gonna do something?
What about these guys?
We need to do.
Just as she reaches the bottom of her descent, the cord snaps. Erin falls another 20 meters, crashing into the river with her feet still tied together. Somehow, she manages to resurface. But the ordeal doesn't end there. As she fights to stay afloat, the bungee cord repeatedly gets snagged on rocks and debris. Erin later explained that she had to swim down, pull it free, and fight her way back up just to breathe again. Miraculously, she survived. And after a week in the hospital, Erin was able to walk away from the accident. Authorities later confirmed this was the first time such an incident had ever happened at Victoria Falls, despite more than 50,000 jumps taking place there every single year. Still, watching the footage, it's hard to believe how close Erin came to not making it out alive.
Hey, just real quick, 98% of people watching aren't subscribed. If you're enjoying this, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, and maybe drop a like too.
On February 20th, 2015, a disturbing piece of footage surfaced out of Seoul, South Korea. At first, nothing seems unusual. A young couple steps off a bus and casually walks down the sidewalk. But only seconds later, something happens that nobody could have predicted. Right beneath their feet, the ground suddenly collapses. In an instant, both of them vanish into a sinkhole, leaving bystanders frozen in disbelief. The fall was nearly 10 feet deep, but somehow, both of them survived with only minor injuries. They were rushed to the hospital and released shortly after. Now, what makes this video even more unsettling is how ordinary it all looks right up until the moment it happens. No warning signs. No cracks in the pavement, just solid ground, until it wasn't. Authorities later linked the collapse to construction work nearby. But for the people watching this clip, one thought sticks. If something like this can happen in the middle of a busy city sidewalk, how safe are we really? In 2017, a disturbing piece of footage surfaced out of North Carolina. The clip was filmed from the top of Mercer's Pier late at night. A fisherman had hooked a shark on his line and was trying to drag it closer to shore. But what happened next was caught on camera.
There he is. There he is. There he is. You got him.
As the man pulls the shark in, the animal thrashes violently and manages to sink its teeth into him. The fisherman stumbles back in pain while onlookers watch from above. By the time help arrived, the man had already left the scene, and no further updates about his condition were ever given. The shark itself was eventually freed, and it swam back into the ocean. But this video is a chilling reminder that when you're dealing with wild predators, things can go wrong in an instant. On May 29th, 2018, YouTuber Rocky Mills uploaded a frightening piece of content to his channel. Rocky had been renovating an old house built in the early 1900s. But after hearing strange noises, he started to suspect that a squatter might be hiding somewhere inside. If you don't know what a squatter is, it's basically someone who occupies a property without permission. They don't own the place, they're not paying rent, and they're definitely not supposed to be there. That idea alone is already unsettling. But just watch what happens when Rocky starts filming and searches the house.
Doing this cabinet crown. And I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello? 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 Anybody here? Hello? Hello? The heck is that? Hello?
After clearly seeing one of the doors move, he drops his phone and rushes toward the cellar to investigate. But what happens next is something I can't quite explain.
Who is it?
phone keeps recording, slowly spinning around on the floor. And after a few tense moments, Rocky returns, before the footage abruptly cuts off. Originally, he titled the video as if it showed something paranormal, possibly a poltergeist, but it quickly sparked debate online. Was this something supernatural? Or was there actually someone hiding in that house? What do you think? Was this all a setup? Or is something much darker going on here? On April of 2017, a disturbing dashcam video was captured on the busy streets of Houston, Texas. The clip starts off ordinary, with cars driving along a road lined with shops and restaurants. But what happens next shocked both the driver and everyone who's since watched the footage. Out of nowhere, a woman in light-colored clothing suddenly shoves a man standing beside her, pushing him straight into the road. The driver swerves, but there's no time to fully avoid him. The man, wearing a red t-shirt and a black cap, is clipped by the side mirror before stumbling away. Surprisingly, he doesn't fall. Instead, he clutches his elbow and immediately runs across the street, with the woman chasing closely behind. According to the driver who captured it, this wasn't just an accident. He claimed the woman intentionally waited for his car before pushing the man into its path. The impact broke his side mirror, but the man seemed only mildly injured, quickly disappearing into the distance. The footage has since gone viral, sparking heated debate online. Was this really an attempted murder? Or just a domestic argument that escalated in the worst possible way? What do you think really happened here?